an important question. This is a very tactical question, but it's
Yeah.
who manages that like who actually puts that all hands together every week. I'm sorry, every month, because that is quite a bit of work. Who owns that?
Yeah, in the early days, it was all my co-founders. I mean, I sort of organizing the information, distilling it into different decks and slides, and then putting it on a monthly basis. Now we've actually built a pretty good infrastructure where, 3 to call it 6 days before the actual all hands, we'll almost create a bit of a run a show, and as a leadership team, we'll talk about all the different themes that we think are the most important. And so we always have about 50% of the content that's consistent across every single all hands. So that's pretty
Mm-hmm.
easily pullable and structured. The next 50% usually isn't. And so what we'll do is we'll sort of crowdsource questions from the team that they think are things that we need to close the gap on. And then what we'll do next is as a leadership team discuss how we're going to spend, the 50% of the time in the unstructured sort of content or templatized version. And then once we align on that, then it's really responsible for whatever leader is up for sharing content. So I think when you joined, there was a big section around our expert network and how that powers search and the progress and some of the projects that we're doing. So we had one of our leaders, Ashley, who drives that really present. And so we'll have basically our leaders crowdsource ideas. We'll, as a leadership team, align in what we want to present. Once we have that, leaders are responsible for creating their own slides in the deck, and then my EA, who's wonderful, will actually put it all together, and then we go.
Got
So
it.
that's how we do it.
Got it. Yeah. I think that's where a lot of people lose momentum, in my opinion, on all hands is it gets too hard to produce, and there's no, and I think you got to get into that rhythm. And once you do though, it's, yeah, super powerful.